Good morning, all you amazing people. So I'm going to kind of just walk you guys through what we have gotten accomplished when it comes to the build. My husband managed to get the rest of the lights put up in the living room. We did the bathroom floor, kind of cleaned up a little bit. We have a little bit more drywall to do in the bedroom. And we got power on out here. The ultimate goal is to get off the power grid and not use our electric company. But for the time being, we are using the power company until we can get our solar system set up and go from there. So I'm gonna flip you around and show you what we have done. And then I'm also gonna be tiling the bathroom walls today as well. So I'll let you take a look at that as well. Hold on a second. Okay, so here is my husband and my bedroom. It comes through the kitchen here. It's just like the walk-through kitchen. And then we got to get the drywall up here. And then like this wall and then the wall that goes through here is like a wet wall, which I've discussed in previous videos, but our water heater is right here. And he's gonna finish doing the PEX pipe. Clearly the hardy backer's here, so that's where the shower is. You can see our sealer seeping through there. And then we walk through here. Got our kitchen countertop and sink, kitchen counters, stove, fringe. And then you walk right into the living room, kids loft up there. We're gonna put like a little island here because our front door is here and it comes like it's just straight through. And we're gonna put like a little island with seats or stools that go underneath to kind of save space. And the living room look. As far as what we did in the bathroom, and he did get the other two LEDs up. We got the bathroom flooring done. Sealed off the shower. We decided to go ahead and use this tile in the floor, and then we're going to take this tile and use it for the walls to go, and that's what I'm doing today. We then go ahead and put a fixture in here. Don't ask me why this light bulb looks more brown than the other. I love these light bulbs, but I'm gonna have to go get another because this one for some weird reason has a different color skew. It like just illuminates differently. I don't know why. Anyway, so that's the extent. Oh, he did get the water heater in as well of what we have done. And then I'll show you what I'm doing with this shower today. So what I have done is I went ahead and leveled off my area here, just using kind of materials that I already had to make sure it's level. And basically this is just going to act as a guide to kind of give me an idea of where the tiles need to lay. And we're doing a running bond pattern. So it kind of levels things out for me. That way I can keep my tiles in a straight row. Like I said, I kind of used just what I had, and we may have to cut these tiles in half to go ahead and fit because I don't want to drill holes in my hardy backer and create a potential leak. And that's the whole point of the red guard, which is the red that you're seeing on the shower. It basically, you paint your shower with this and it seals it. Kind of like with a rubber coating. So I used the 2x4 scraps and some of the leftover tile to kind of level this out to give me a guide to make sure that my tiles aren't going to look crooked when it's all said and done. So hopefully this works out nicely, and hopefully I don't have a crooked shower. So I only did a half a bucket at a time because it gets very heavy toting it back and forth. Kind of eyed it. It's just supposed to be kind of like a paste, the thin set is. So we're gonna go do this in small sections in the shower because, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure that I bought enough tile, so I might have to go back to Lowe's and get more tile, but we'll see. Okay, here's my progress so far. We are manually cutting the little ones to fit. Okay, I got the one tile wall done. This was a little more challenging at the top up here, if you can see, because I had to nip those with a tile nipper. I don't have a tile saw. I do have this tile. It's like it scores the tile, and then you take this handle and you push down on the tile and it snaps it. And we were using that, and you can tell it worked really, really well on these. But once you had to make super tiny ones up here, not so much. So I had to use these tile snippers that I got from Menards and no, Home Depot. I actually got them from Home Depot. And kind of I scored it with the tile breaker, and then I snipped the scored edge. It looks uneven at the top. Some of them are a little larger or smaller than the other. However, we have a very large, thick tile corner trim piece that we're going to put up there, so it won't be noticeable. And it's going to go along the top, and it's going to go along the side here. And then once you grout, everything will look a little more clean and straight. So it took me about an hour to do this one wall. It was definitely a little more challenging than I had anticipated. Like, the tiles fit perfectly in a row, which was really nice. However, we did the running bond pattern, so we staggered the tile. My husband and I debated back and forth whether or not we were going to do that, but we ended up doing it. I didn't want to, but he did, so that's what I'm doing. Hopefully, everything works out. I mean, it wasn't super, super intense work, but it is tedious work. And if you're not one with patience, I highly recommend finding somebody else to do it, because I found myself probably around here getting really frustrated with the process. Keeping the board here, I noticed that because it is pretty warm here, it's not humid, it's hot. It's about 78 degrees. Well, it's warmer, it's not hot, but the thin set is already sitting, so I could easily pull out those tile spacers and the tile won't go anywhere. You cannot move it anymore. It is where it is. So I'm debating whether or not I'm going to pull this out right now and then come around and do the rest of the shower. We'll see. I might have to do this in sections. So anyway, there's the wall. It turned out okay. I'm not a professional, so I'm happy with the way it turned out. And you guys, something that you have to understand about tile that I learned very quickly is that The tile is deceiving. When we put this tile, the floor is filthy, but from tracking in and out. But when we put this tile in, and I'll post a photo of it, when we laid it out without the grout, it looked very uneven. But like, as you can tell, once we put the grout down, it looked really nice. And it has a lot to do with like the shadows and the way you're looking at it. I mean, when I look at this straight on, it looks very even and very straight, but I'm kind of looking at it from an angle here. Anyway, wanted to give you an idea of what our shower looks like, what it's going to look like. We're using this for the walls, and then like I said, we're going to use the same tile here for the floor in here, because we did have like a box left over, so it's plenty enough to do the floor, and then we're going to get little subway tiles to go across the top and stuff here, to kind of tie everything together. So there you go. That's what we've gotten done in the shower today. So that's what I got done with the shower today. I will update you guys again later once I get more of it done, and show you the process and what we're working on. And then we'll go from there. I'll talk to you guys soon.